Before starting this video, I wanted to give a quick disclaimer. Sure, the April 13th theory was debunked. Nothing happened, there was no new merch, there wasn't a single or an album that dropped, but that's okay. These are just theories that we conceptualize, and as Ginger Sheep put it beautifully, this is how we get through the hiatus. This is how I personally get through the hiatus. We come up with these crazy elaborate theories that could hold some water, but have a lot of potential to not. And that's okay. If anything, we are responding to Tyler's call to be creative. The click truly has something special, and I think by hypothesizing and by sharing our theories, we are doing something that is better serving the community and is giving hope to people around the world. If you view it from that perspective, I think that you can be able to also view the April 13th theory as not necessarily a loss, but as a chance to grow as people. With that being said, here's the video. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jake with Sloan Potential, and there's a lot of evidence that is pointing towards April 19th being the release date of a 21 Pilots single or album or whatever you want to call it. But before I get into all that information, I just wanted to talk about the Indiana click. So yes, if you're from Indiana and are a huge fan of 21 Pilots, I'm going to go ahead and put the social media accounts on the screen right now so you can be a part of the Indiana 21 Pilots community. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and present the information that I've compiled that points towards April 19th being the return of 21 Pilots. So like I said in the last video, April 13th marks the 5th year anniversary of car radio. However, April 19th marks the 5th anniversary of the car radio music video. So if you guys aren't caught up on the significance of car radio and the 5th anniversary of this song, when 21 Pilots went into hiatus, they basically posted silence everywhere on their social media accounts, whether that's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and that obviously is a line from 21 Pilots' song Car Radio, and now I just sit in silence. This silence that they posted all over the place represents the hiatus, represents 21 Pilots being silent for the next several months. It's been about roughly 285, 86, 87 days, somewhere in there, so this silence is going a little longer than we all anticipated. But like I said, April 19th is the anniversary of Car Radio, the music video, and a lot of people are speculating that they could release a new single or at least break the silence on this date to signify the 5th anniversary, but also to signify the shattering of silence. Also, something about the Car Radio music video, if you look at the very end of the clip, you can see static when Tyler falls off the stage. A lot of people are saying that the static resembles the stars or the static in the pictures of the social media accounts for 21 Pilots. This, of course, can provide insight into why the Car Radio music video and the hiatus are tightly woven together. A theory brought to you by HeavyDirtyPolls signifies that maybe we should look a little bit closer at these pictures. If you zoom into this seemingly random speckle of stars, we can see the letters 419. I personally couldn't see this with my own eyes. I really tried to zoom in, but I just couldn't get the quality that I wanted. But I've seen other people's pictures, but yes, it does look like the numbers 419. 4 being on the left, 1 being on the right, followed by 9. If this is the case, the date 419, April 19th, has been under our noses the entire time. We just didn't look closely. Moving on to the next theory, you guys remember how Tyler Joseph had the 40 dots after his last line of text on his last Instagram post? Well, following that theory and kind of continuing that, on one of the Facebook banner changes, when the eye was closing over the summer, we can see 4 on the left side and 1 on the right side of the image. This could signify 41 weeks. So if we take that same concept and we say that each dot after Tyler Joseph's Instagram text represented 1 week of the hiatus, if those 40 dots led up to April 13th, then 41 weeks would land on April 19th. This is a pretty crazy idea. I'm not sure entirely how much I side with this one. It's just a big stretch for me, but we can clearly see the numbers of 4 and 1, so these have to signify something. All right, so the next theory is presented by Blum. He's another 21 Pilots YouTuber who put out a theory video recently which shows the most logical approach to why the hiatus may be ending either late this month or early next month in May. Now, a couple videos ago, I mentioned that Panic at the Disco is going to be releasing a brand new album in June. They've announced it. It's all over the place. It's on their Instagram, Facebook pages, everywhere. In that same video, I said it probably wouldn't be a good move by Fueled by Ramen to release the 21 Pilots album in the same time frame. Well, Blum basically takes that idea and runs with it. He went ahead and looked at all of the tour dates and release date schedules of all of the Fueled by Ramen bands that are currently making music and are going to be touring the following year. And this is fantastic. He basically made a calendar list compiling all of these release dates, all of these tour dates in a very visual way. So we are able to see when these release dates are. Here, take a closer look. So he marked off the dates on the calendars that are taken by song announcements and tour announcements. Like I said, Panic at the Disco is on there, Paramore is on there, Young the Giant. However, there's a huge gap in April and in May that is wide open, that Fueled by Ramen has not announced any music or tours coming out or being revealed during that time frame. Now we know that 21 Pilots is going to be releasing an album this year, or at the very least will be releasing a single, or of course breaking the hiatus. So this theory basically puts all of these announcements on the map. This could be the time that 21 Pilots decides to release music, or at least this is the time that they've communicated to Fueled by Ramen that they're going to be releasing music. That's why the calendar is wide open for 21 Pilots to announce something during this time, so it doesn't interfere with any of their other bands. I just think this is genius. This is a great way, a great logical and practical way of looking into when 21 Pilots could possibly be making a new appearance. I think this holds a ton of water because this is, from an industry standpoint and from a business standpoint, genius. Fueled by Ramen wouldn't release an album by Panic at the Disco and 21 Pilots at the same time. If they did that, then they'd be just competing with each other. They have a lot of the same audience too, and a lot of the fans would have their attention divided between the two bands. So good on you, Sam Blum. That was a great idea to show that theory, and I am really hoping that this holds a lot of water. And to be honest, I think it does. If we don't get something by the end of this month, we'll definitely have something by May. It's wide open. Spotify recently posted a brand new playlist titled This Is 21 Pilots. It's almost as if Spotify wants to make 21 Pilots relevant, or at least reminds people that 21 Pilots exists by creating this playlist of their best hits. This could also serve as a refresher for old fans while bringing in new fans as well. This is basically putting 21 Pilots on the forefront of our brains. And I think this also signifies that 21 Pilots will be making an appearance soon. This is a way that 21 Pilots can continually stay relevant. Spotify isn't the only outside sourced website to do something like this either. On the Fueled by Ramen website, there is an active bands tab. We can see that 21 Pilots is under this tab. This just goes to show that they're actively making music and that they are due for new music soon. Moving forward from the Spotify playlist, there's been a Twitter account that has basically been tweeting really cryptic messages, and some people are starting to think that this may signify that 21 Pilots is going to be ending their hiatus soon. A couple days ago, this account tweeted drip drip drip. The next day, it tweeted drip drip. Today, it tweeted just drip. The first tweet had 3, the second tweet had 2, and today's tweet had 1. What is this counting down? It's counting down to April 19th. 2018. Now, the Twitter user formerly known as Mark You Out basically thinks that this probably isn't Tyler Joseph or Josh Dunn messing with the click or being cryptic. This is probably someone else on the inside tweeting from Fueled by Ramen who knows something about the release date of 21 Pilots. I'm a little 50-50 on this theory, partially because half of me really wants to believe this. However, half of me realizes that 21 Pilots and everybody working at Fueled by Ramen is under a strict contract. People can get fired over this. If they reveal anything about 21 Pilots or about any of the future of their bands, they are threatening their job and livelihood. So I'm not sure about this one, but I am really anxious to see what they're going to tweet out on the 19th. I'll post the link for the Twitter account in the description below, and you can go ahead and follow it for yourself and just see what you guys think. I want to know what your thoughts are on this subject. Well, those are basically all the theories that are really relevant right now. I want to hear your thoughts, like I said earlier, and I want to hear what you think about all these things. 1, which one seems the most appealing to you? And 2, which one is just obviously not true in your opinion? However, I keep thinking about the calendar theory with Sam Blum, and I really want to side with that. And like I said, I do think that holds a lot of water. If you look at the industry and how they produce music, I think that provides a lot of insight into why 21 Pilots is potentially waiting so long to release new music, to release their album. Before I wrap up this video, I want to do a quick couple shout outs. 1, Jake Dello. What a homie. It's not because we share the same name. If you guys haven't checked him out, he also does 21 Pilots videos as well as other comedic sketches as well. I've been following his channel for about a year now, and Jake Dello, if you're watching, you continually inspire me to make brand new 21 Pilots content. I just love your personality. You're a funny guy. You're awesome. The second shout out that I have, I know a lot of people in the clique are incredibly creative, and like I mentioned in the intro of this video, Tyler Joseph has called us all to create and use our talents and gifts for something. Well, a band called Opposites Attract reached out to me. They are responding to Tyler's call, creating music, and it's good stuff. I'll put their latest song in the description below. Definitely check it out. If you like 21 Pilots, you'll probably like this too. It's great, and I'm excited to see their journey as a band. With that being said, that's everything I had today. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys see anything 21 Pilots related surface on the Instagrams, the YouTubes, the Twitters, even if the hiatus is broken, message me, DM me, call me on a tweet, let me know. I'm always responding to social media, and I'm really doing my best to keep my eye on that when 21 Pilots finally drops something. But with that being said, this has been Jake with Stolen Potential. I love 21 Pilots, and so do you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.